how's my favorite online family doing today? Welcome everyone to AppleInsider. It is Andrew here. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU, and I'm going to walk you through Quick Notes. Quick Notes may be the sleeper hit of iPadOS 15. This system-wide change makes it so easy to take notes wherever you are, and it's always contextually aware and gives you a lot of options in what you can do. I seriously love this feature, and that's why I've dedicated an entire video to walking you through how it works and how many cool things that you can do with it. So let's go ahead and dive in to how amazing Quick Notes is with iPadOS 15. Real quick though guys, before we get into the rest of Quick Notes, I've got to thank our sponsor for this video, Nebia. I've been watching Nebia for a really long time. They had this cool story about starting off in Mexico City where their water shortages were a big issue, and then they came to Silicon Valley to raise money for their improved shower. You get this better shower experience while saving water at the same time. Just great overall goals for a company. And then Tim Cook ends up investing, and I'm like, I'm sold. This is a really, such a cool thing to try out. But we were living in an apartment at the time, and I couldn't upgrade our shower. So when we bought our new house, one of the first things that I knew I wanted to do was put in a better shower. And fairly recently, they came out with the Nebia by Moen system, where Nebia partnered with Moen to create this all-new product at a new lower price point that would still give you this amazing shower experience while saving water at the same time. It was so easy to install. It just took us a few minutes to do the whole install. Just take the old one off, put the new one in. It's got an extra wand that you can get that can work at the same time as the shower head, which is amazing. They have a shelf that you can add on as well that just matches the whole design aesthetic, and it creates a spa-like experience in your shower. The whole thing can fill up with steam, and it's literally like going to the spa, but you're in your own shower. It's so much better than what we were using before, and I'm so excited that I was able to try this out and use this instead of the crappy shower head that I had in the past. This has been an amazing upgrade, and if you guys want to try this for yourself, you can. There's a link down below in the description. I think it's nebia.com/AI. And if you use promo code AI, you can save 15% off any Nebia product. So that includes the Nebia by Moen, as well as anything else on the Nebia website. Nebia never does this. They never do discounts on their stuff. So this is a rare thing, a rare opportunity for you guys. So act now before the coupon code expires. Get all the details down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Again, thank you to Nebia for sponsoring this video. Now let's go back and talk about Quick Notes. So what the heck is a Quick Note? Now, there are usually two different ways you can make a note, right, on your iPad. You can just open the Notes app, you can use Command N or just tap the plus button, make a new note. You could also use Instant Notes. Instant Notes was just a shortcut that you could invoke by using your Apple Pencil. While you're on your home screen or on your iPad is turned off, it's locked, you can just tap your screen with your Apple Pencil and instantly bring up a note. Super easy to make a note really fast. But it was just creating a generic note. Quick Note is a new feature that goes throughout the entire OS. So no matter what app you're in, whether you're in a third-party game, whether you're in the news app, whether you're in Safari, anything like that, and you want to take a note, you want to remember something for later. You could be just on a phone call and you need to write something down, or you could be doing something relevant to what you're doing. Whatever the case may be, it is just this new way to take a note wherever you are on your iPad. It's really, really cool. So there are a couple different ways you can invoke a Quick Note. So the first way is just a new keyboard shortcut. Hold the globe icon and hit Q, and boom, you opened up a Quick Note. Just pops up just like that. The other option that you have is just swiping up from that bottom right-hand corner with your finger, and you'll create a Quick Note that way. I will note, for anyone trying this, using your finger doesn't work in beta 1 of iPadOS 15, so you might have to wait for second beta, but Apple says you can invoke this using your finger, just not there quite yet. The other option is by using your Apple Pencil. Take your Apple Pencil and swipe up from that lower right-hand corner, and that will also invoke a Quick Note as well. So those are the 2 or 3 really easy ways to open a Quick Note no matter where you are. Once you've got a Quick Note open, there's a few things you can do to change the look of the Quick Note before we even getting to what a Quick Note can do. So you have a Quick Note open, you can see that little bar there on the top. You can actually drag it around your screen. I can move it to the left, I can move it up to the top, I can move it to the top right. Wherever you want to move it throughout the OS, it'll just hover in each of those corners. So you can move it all around. You can also change the size of it. pinch a little bit, make it smaller, pinch out, and you can make it bigger. So you can customize the size of the quick note depending on how much you're writing or taking note or how much screen space it's taking up. Now, say you're reading a news article, or maybe I'm here on the iPadOS 15 preview website, and I really want to take a note on some new Safari features, right? I'm going to work on a new video covering how the new Safari on iPadOS 15 is pretty awesome. So I'm going through this site, and I want to take some notes on how great Safari is. So I can open up my quick note here, and I can go ahead and start adding some information, but once I get to a point, like maybe I just add like my title. So I put my title into my quick note, and then what? Like I need to be able to read my site, and I don't want it kind of hovering over the screen the whole time. You can actually push it off to the side. Just take that little bar and slide it to the side, and boom, it's off screen. Just like how picture-in-picture works on iPadOS and iOS. And then whenever you need to bring your note back out again, I can just tap it, and boom, I can get back here to writing more of my note. You can also go ahead and add links, images, tables, whatever else you need to do. I can go ahead and tap that link button, and it'll add a link directly to the website that I'm currently on. So when I'm looking at this note later, I can see the page that I was taking those notes on, and I can jump right back to it. That also creates what's known as an app link. This is super cool, guys. So say I created my, my iPadOS 15 link there, and I close my note, I go back. So later on, I'm going back and I go to my all new features things. This can be days, whatever later, and I go back into all new features, and boom, look, my note appeared there in the corner. It knows the website I'm on, and it knows that it links back to a note that I created, so I can tap on that and bring up my note and see everything right in that context. So it makes it really handy. So if you're in a news article, you're taking notes on that news article or something to go back to do, and you pull that news article up again later, I can see my notes. It can just pull right up. It could be in any application that you're working on, and whenever you jump back into that spot, as long as you create that app link, I can go ahead and pull that up again. It's so cool to be able to do that. I love, love, love this feature. It just makes it so handy for taking notes on things and getting that note to appear contextually aware. It's just phenomenal. You can also do any normal formatting that you would do with a regular note. So if I added my little spots here for features and my note sections, it looks kind of boring, but of course I can just highlight the word features, go down to my formatting, make that a headline because it's a headline section. I can go to notes and change that to, that's a heading. And I could break those down into subgroups. Just all the formatting you could do in notes, you can do right here in the little quick note. Now if you prefer, Apple Pencil works too. You can use your Apple Pencil. You don't have to just use the keyboard and typing. You can do with this. So I can swipe up from the corner, and I can go ahead and scribble my notes on there, take notes with my hand, jot it down really fast. I mean, if I'm using it in my Magic Keyboard, it doesn't make as much sense, but if I'm holding it or just writing on the table, crazy awesome. Just be able to use your Apple Pencil to take those notes really very fast. And you can see we do have the option down there to pull up my Apple Pencil toolbar, so I can change utensils, eraser, all that kind of stuff as well, if you're using Apple Pencil. Another useful feature is jumping between notes. If you have multiple notes in Quick Notes, you can just use 2 fingers to swipe back and forth and go between any notes that you've got open. You can go ahead and do it with your finger as well as the keyboard or trackpad. Now, where do these notes go? Where do they go, once you're done? They go, of course, to your Notes app. And if you see on the left-hand side, I have a new option for Quick Notes. There's a new whole category there. I can tap on that. I can see all the notes that I had created. Just new note. I can have this one from my Hunter Douglas Shades review that I was looking at, and I can see my notes that I had here, the links that I had in there, all the ones that I created. It's just as you'd expect. And of course, because they're in the Notes app, they'll sync to all of your different devices. They'll go over to my iPhone, they'll go over to my Mac, any device that I've got notes on and I'm signed into with my Apple ID, I got my notes syncing across, including those new Quick Notes. Quick Notes works just across the board too, so I can do it here on my iPad, and I can also do it on the Mac. In macOS Monterey, Quick Notes is the same thing. Makes it super handy. You can add those contextually aware app links too, so as I'm going through Safari on the Mac, I can get those notes to pop up as well in that lower right-hand corner. It's just an amazing feature, and I'm so sold on this, and I'm so excited for Apple to bring this to everybody later this fall with the release of iPadOS 15. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys love Quick Notes as much as I do. If you have any questions on this or any other new iPadOS features, let me know over on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. If you want to learn more, there's a link to read the full article on Quick Notes. And again, thank you to the sponsor, Nebia, for sponsoring this video. They've been amazing, and if you want to check more about Nebia and the Nebia by Moen system, for sure check out the links down below in the description as well as pinned in the comments.